Hello everyone, welcome to stream. Hello Floof. So, um, I know I'm meant to stream this morning, but Mama Floof, need me to fill in for, or not Mama Floof, but Mama Raz. um, need me to fill in for something because Step Papa Raz wasn't feeling too great today, so I was out with Mama Raz. But we're here now, and what we're going to do is we're going to first we're gonna stop in this sector here. Hello, Cross. Yes, back in the fight of insanity. But I think in this system we're gonna have excuse me. I'm not doing anything with Mama Floof. I had said your name, and so I tripped up. No, I went to something that Mama Raz and Step Papa Raz were going to go to, like a dinner theater thing or lunch theater. But Step Papa Raz was not feeling good, and Mama Raz couldn't really cancel the ticket, so she's like, "Hey, you wanna come?" It's like, I can. We think he is. He just doesn't have any energy today. And given a lot of Step Papa Raz's conditions, it's not uncommon for him to just have days where he's drained, and this just happened to be one of those days. Yeah, we're gonna... I think this is the Corporal Toombs mission with, for the Soul Survivor background mission. Tricopium. Funny. And then in the Hawking Edda, we've got Major Kyle and the Biotic Commune. And that will have the Ruthless background mission. Then we're gonna head here to the Argus Row, where we've got Rex's family armor and an unusual transmission mission there. Say that 5 times fast. And then if we've got time, we'll make a quick stop to the Attican Beta and do the monkey mission, or Pyjack, or whatever you want to call it. I don't think we'll be able to get to the Armstrong Nebula, which is Tally's mission chain, more accurately speaking. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, head here.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists.
Yep,
There've
this is
been
the
4
one.
deaths in the past month.
How can I help?
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by thresher maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
then they were involved.
You think these scientists had something to do with the attack?
I'm not certain what I think, but it's worth investigating. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright. Now, the planet we're going to is Ontrim for UNC dead scientists. Got some more Matriarch's writings. Gas deposit. We don't need any natural gases. Alright, so... according to the journal, someone has been killing every Alliance scientist who was involved in a secret project years ago. The only project member still alive is located in the Newton system of the Kepler Verge. Find the scientists. Go to the Newton system in the Kepler Verge cluster and find the one remaining scientist assigned to the secret project before it's too late. Though Ontrim's surface is uncomfortably hot, its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and abundant shallow seas make it an ideal candidate for habitation by most known species. Unfortunately, the orbit of the moon Faunal has been slowly decaying since the system coalesced. Its proximity is beginning to have tidal effects, and its dynamo-like revolution through Ontrim's magnetic field is generating increasingly powerful electrical storms. While some have suggested the emplacement Mass Effect drives in an attempt to lighten the moon and correct its orbit, the scale of such a project, tens of thousands of drives costing enough to bankrupt the governments of all the Citadel races, make it a pipe dream. The multiracial effort is underway to catalog and preserve the unique genetic diversity of Ontrim's vibrant young biosphere. Exogenicorp and Hyun Genomics represent the Alliance's share of the effort. Ooh, 58 degrees Celsius. That is what in freedom units? C to Fahrenheit. 136.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's uncomfortably hot. Damn. Alright. Alright, we're going to bring in Garrus for long range, and then Rex for close quarters. Alright, so let's see. Alright. Map. Oh good, no thresher. Okay, so we're gonna go find out what this anomaly is. Then we're going to head to these gold deposits, then the palladium deposit. Then we're going to head to the debris here, and then finally we'll check out the underground facility. good bug's a dead bug. Alright.
Heading out.
Well, apparently it's not hot enough. Okay, hold on. They said this planet is 58 degrees Celsius. Yeah, we're walking around here in our normal armor without helmet, and we're fine. We do that on Andromeda in Eladin, where it's 50 degrees Celsius, which is like 122 degrees Fahrenheit, and yet we're having life support issues. Did the initiative just have shit? Recovered. Suits must have some sort of cooling devices built in. I mean, I guess, but the thing is Mass Effect 1 takes place before the initiative leaves the Milky Way. So why don't they have... Why doesn't the Andromeda Initiative, an organization built around exploring the unknown, why does it have worse environmental protection gear than the Alliance military? Because even the Nomad had a life support meter where the shields would fail and we'd have to return to safe conditions. Whereas the Mako does not. I'm just asking the writers to make it make sense. Anybody hungry? We got some space cows we can make. Barbecue. Oh, shifty looking cat. We definitely gotta kill that one. Heavy metal. Pretty sure palladium's a heavy metal. Yeah, apparently according to Mass Effect lore, space cows are a thing. And apparently they taste very similar to Terran cows. And that's where the galaxy gets most of their dairy products from. Space cows. Wee-hee. Oh no. All right. God, he flew. There it goes. Alright, anybody else want to shoot? No, we're good? Okay.
All clear.
Alright. Now we're probably gonna have to take care of these guys first. Yeah, sorry, Merc, but, you're not fighting an IFV on foot. Hi, how's it going? He's just sliding along.
Heading to position. I'm on my way.
Alright. Now that's taken care of. We can go loot our treasure. And then we'll deal with the Merc base. Alright. Not sure why Garrus was armed with his pistol instead of his assault rifle, but whatever. Okay. Let's go ahead. We can check that. Okay. And we will save. Just in case we die, I don't want to start from the beginning of the planet. Well, he dead.
You must die!
Really? First. Okay, well.
Area secured.
Take those. That's nice not having an inventory limit anymore. I think that there's a crate around here. Yep, there it is. A little banged up, but it should be fine, right? Alright. Another dead guy. Lovely. Now, if I recall, by taking the Paragon route, which I'm probably going to have to do because I don't know if I'll have enough Intimidate, the game will mistakenly trigger the Sole Survivor specific dialogue. I am not a Sole Survivor. I am a war hero. Or at least Victor is. So, you know.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
Let me help you.
What all comes out? I'm listening. But I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand. I don't want to kill anyone. I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams. I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice.
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
Alright, what happened?
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
So they let your team die.
You're killing them because they killed your unit.
You can't believe Toombs! He doesn't have any proof! I demand a fair trial!
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They treated me like a lab animal. I only escaped because somebody destroyed Cerberus, their big organization.
Cerberus, huh?
This is justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
Okay, so I do not have enough Intimidate for me to take him out. But we know that Cerberus has done some pretty weird, evil nasty experimentation. They're doing it on what we don't know is Rachni and Thorian creepers yet. We just know that they're monsters.
I can arrest him. He'll answer for his crimes in court.
Weren't you listening? He was part of a secret organization. I don't know what Cerberus is, but they'll never let their operation become public. This is the only way. Are you helping me, or are you killing me?
If I recall, Carolina did say let me do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I think knowing what Victor knows about what little he knows about Cerberus as of this moment, he might lean into let me do it too, but the game's not gonna let us. We don't have enough intimidate, but we're maxed out on charm, so we're always gonna have the charm option available. But so we're gonna go and say this is injustice, but keep in mind the dialogue is going to, or the game is going to trigger the sole survivor dialogue as if we were a sole survivor background, which we're not. So yeah.
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
So that line there, or that dialogue there, would only make sense if Shepard was, in fact, part of the unit that was on a cruise, which would be the case if we were the sole survivor. But we're not, so it's unlikely that Toombs would know who we are. I mean, he'd know of Commander Shepard because of Elysium, but I doubt he would recognize us on sight. So, yeah. I'm not going to say this because Shepard's going to be deluding himself and thinking that, yeah, I was totally there. No.
We swore an oath when we put on this uniform.
Okay.
Would our unit want revenge or justice?
Hadn't thought of it like that. Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the 5th Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Toombs stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance courts will take it from here. Alright. Yeah, if we look at our Paragon score compared to our Renegade score, we only got 2 Intimidate. Yeah, we are definitely a Boy Scout. To be honest, a little bit too Boy Scout. I'm more comfortable with a Paragade, primarily Paragon, but still Renegade enough where I'm able to do the more pragmatic things. Because, like I said, my canon character, Carolina, she, I believe, shot that guy. The Dr. Wayne. She was a war hero too, but she was a colonist, so she had a little bit more reason to be more pragmatic.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure. Hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright. Well, we finished the Kepler Verge. We're gonna head to the Hawking Edda. To the only system here, the Sentry system, for the strange transmission. This is gonna be Major Kyle's biotic commune. And his link to Shepard is if you are Ruthless Shepard. Because Major Kyle was at Torfin.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Edda cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Maybe you're overreacting?
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Okay, so we've got a situation that could very easily turn into a Far Cry 5 sort of thing. Or if we want IRL examples, 2 kind of come to mind. I don't know if I should say them, but let's just say that in real life the feds have gotten involved with cult-like compounds, and it's never really ended very well. So this could be tricky. Could be, I say, as I have a maxed out charm score, so yeah.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
Well, the biotics aren't entirely wrong. Biotic powers are relatively recent development in human society because they're not natural for our genome. The only way to become biotic is if you are exposed in utero to element 0. And we didn't have element 0 until we basically unlocked the Mars beacon. So, you know, humanity's track record with anything that's new, and we don't quite understand, and powerful, well, you could always ask the X-Men how we handle that one. So yeah, biotics, I mean, Caden will mention this. Most human biotics are in the military. Because really only the military actually appreciates biotics and gives them a purpose. It's not like the Asari where everyone's biotic, because Thessia is deliberately been seeded with so much ezo that everything is fucking biotic.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Okay, so I mentioned Torfin in the Ruthless background. Basically what happened at Torfin is after the Batarian attack at Elysium, the Alliance led a raid against a Batarian stronghold on Torfin. And if you're a Ruthless background, Commander Shepard led that raid. And even though technically the Batarians there surrendered, Shepard didn't care and wiped them all out at the cost of his unit. Hence Ruthless. So, with Major Kyle being part of that, I can easily see why, because the raid still happened, even without Shepard there. So yeah, I can see why Major Kyle has some issues, because that Alliance unit basically committed a war crime. Granted, BioWare really hasn't given us a reason to see the Batarians as anything other than evil, but
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
all right. So we're gonna try and reason with Major Kyle to convince him to surrender peacefully, because I don't want to fight an entire compound full of biotics. Not just because I'm Paragon. My renegades also don't want to fight that. It's because biotics in this game are fucking overpowered, and fighting any biotic is a nightmare. Alright, click again. Presop. Presop is the moon of Clendigan. It is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. The Alliance is open bidding for the moon's mineral rights, but exploitation will be complicated by the system's proximity to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring is an area of intense star formation. It is too dangerous to safely travel. Presop's landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral riches. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. Surface temperature of negative 73 degrees Celsius. What is that in freedom units? Negative 73 C to F. Negative 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy balls. Alright. Okay, so I'm not anticipating combat with the compound. If I remember right, there's a thresher here. So we're going to want Tally so she can recharge her shields faster. And Garrus for the same reason. Alright. Yep, thresher right there. Okay. Assignments, Major Kyle. Major Kyle, an officer who served during the siege of Torfin, has amassed a small but fanatical group of biotic followers. He has already killed 2 Alliance officials sent to investigate their compound in the Hawking Etta cluster. Alright. And since the thresher is basically right there, controller is active. I'm going the right way, right? Yeah, okay. Yep, this looks like a thresher arena. Tentacles. I don't want to fight those. So we're gonna go up here. Reset. I don't need to repair, so that's not yet. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. Down it goes. Controller down. Okay. So. I guess we instantly heal. I'll take it. Okay, so there's some mercenaries here. Got an anomaly, a couple anomalies, debris, and gold deposit. Let's go here, around here, then down there, and we'll go there, and then we'll deal with the compound. Oh, no, okay. Some of you've got rocket launchers, that's good. It's not gonna do any good. That. I'll be honest. This was so much harder than the original Mass Effect because originally the Mako did not have the boost. This cluster of prefab utility tracks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Okay. Now we'll head over here. Yeah, the original Mass Effect's Mako had this, but it did not have the forward boost. Which made climbing these mountains a lot harder. Signa. Wrecked mining vehicle. The front of the rover is crumpled from impact. A glance tells you that the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by the tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. Well, that's not grim at all. Okay, let's check out this debris. And by debris, I mean bootable materials. Come on, climb up. There you go. That. Oh, shit. Omnigel's back. Alright, we're almost ready to introduce ourselves to the compound. We're gonna steal some of their gold first. Gold. Alright, compound time. Now, the main compound is actually in here. This is kind of like the outpost. But if we try and break into here, we're having to fight. So we're gonna go in here because it's technically unlocked.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I'm here to see Major Kyle.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I'm here to help.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
He needs my help.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
All right. We can walk. Or more accurately, power walk. All right. Now we're under a flag of peace, but that doesn't mean if we start shooting, they're going to shoot us back, because they are armed. And they will throw their biotic powers at us.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
I don't know if they did or not, but they believe that those Alliance people did. Well, I don't know if this will send them into a frenzy. So we're going to save, and then we'll loot. They don't care. Cool.
The Alliance sent assassins to kill Father Kyle, but we stopped them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, he must be in here. There he is.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Where are the investigators?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy.
Okay.
I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Well, if you had just turned those Alliance investigators away, sent them packing, then yeah. I wouldn't even be here. But you escalated, which is why I'm here. So they're not safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You can't help them now.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
I know this ain't easy, but let's go.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack, and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. However, if you're not at the gates by 1 hour, those Alliance authorities will go back to their ship and level the compound from orbit. So...
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance Command Patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
You and me both. You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. Alright, well, we've looted everything here, so return to Normandy. Alright. We haven't used any grenades. Major Kyle. Turn to the Normandy.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives.
I rolled a nat 20 on persuasion. Alright. Let's head to the Argus Row. Got 2 systems. The Hydra system with the unusual readings, which I think we don't have to leave the Mako for. And then the Phoenix system, which has Rex's family armor, which will have a big fight. So we're going to do the Hydra system first. Has it already been an hour? Jesus. I don't need any more gases. I need heavy metals. I can also take Turian and Sigma. Yes. Alright, so Met Ghosts.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call.
Yep, this is Geth Ambush. Okay.
Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency
Wait, did I say Geth Ambush? I don't know that.
Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Alright. Warning, level 2 heat hazard. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It's a mineralogical treasure trove, with the concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous, with expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. 169 degrees Celsius. Oh, Jesus. What is that in freedom units? 336 degrees Celsius. Or 442 degrees Kelvin. Damn. Yeah, I think if the Initiative tried to land on a planet like that, the Nomad would just melt. The Nomad, the people would just vaporize, like turn to ash, disintegrate. Alright, we're gonna want her, we'll bring Kaden. But the Mako don't give a shit. Alright. There is no Thresher. Good. Alright, so the transponder signal is here, which is where the fight's going to take place. So we're going to actually go here first. Then we'll find the debris. We'll pick up the Mercury. Deal with the fight here, and then we'll pick up the thorium. I think it's a Turian insignia that we're going to be picking up. Fuck. Okay. Yep, Turian corpse. Insignia. Okay, let's get back in the Mako because we're cooking. Hate that you have to get... I mean, I understand why you have to get out of the car in order to pick stuff up, but I hate that you have to. I do like that how in Andromeda you can launch mining probes while in the Nomad. I wish you could do that in the Mako. But I wouldn't kill to have, you know, somewhat level terrain. I swear, BioWare, when designing these uncharted worlds, when making them, I swear they just, like, randomize the topography. Because it doesn't seem like there's a rhyme or reason to the topography of these planets. Heavy metal, yay. Alright. So we got a distress call. You just use a distress call from a downed med ship located in the Hydra system in the Argus Grove cluster because it's totally a med ship. So we need 4 more light metals, 6 more heavy metals, and 2 more rare earths. What? Okay. We need 1 more Turian emblem, 3 more artifacts, 5 more medallions, and 5 more writings. Okay.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful, Commander. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, so do I. That's why it's saved. Well, anti-vehicle mine.
Gek! It's a trap!
Got 1 armature left. Okay, that worked. Now we'll take this thorium deposit here. Rare element. And turn to the Normandy. Alright. We haven't need to use any metagel or grenades, so let's move on to the Phoenix system. Now, if BioWare was able to recover the Pinnacle DLC, it would be here, I think. Maybe not. No, it wouldn't be. Never mind. done with those. Light metal, good. Need 3 more of those. Prothean data disk. During a scan of the Phoenix system asteroid field, you detect an odd energy reading that Tally determined was Quarian in nature. She led a recon team into the asteroid field where she discovered an abandoned freighter. The team could not determine why the ship was there, but they did find a Prothean data disk on board. Alright. Tuntau is an enormous, low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and insulating thickness of the atmosphere makes the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide with various light metals. While Tuntau is not habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argus Road cluster to land for drive discharge. So yeah, in Mass Effect, the FTL drive that gets you in cluster, like where there's no relay, it builds up static discharge that you have to anchor yourself in like a gas giant or land to discharge the FTL drive. So I guess that's what this place is used for. 21 degree. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Alright. We have to bring Rex. Let's bring Garrus. Alright, so no Thresher. The quote-unquote hidden structure where Tonactus's gang is hiding out is here. We're gonna go up here to check out this anomaly, and then we're gonna make a wide arc to grab the mercury, the debris, and the lithium. Then we're gonna cut back here and get Rex's armor back. Minerals. Okay, we're done with rare earths. We just need 3 more lights and 6 more heavies. Rex family armor. Keep searching for minerals. After talking to Rex, you learn that he's looking for his family's ceremonial armor. It was taken by the Turians after the Kerrigan Rebellion, and now a profiteer named Tonactus has it. Oh, I forgot to mark on the map. Okay, there we go. We're closer, but still a whiles away from leveling up. We might level up on Vermeer for the final time. Patriarch's writings. So now we need 6 more. How much money do we have? Oh, we got a lot of money. Okay. That there. Oops. Although I can guarantee you, we're probably going to be stuck on Paragon for pretty much the entire playthrough, but I can guarantee you there's going to be some stuff on Vermeer that we're going to get some Renegade on. Because it's literally the right thing to do. Because of the indoctrination issues. Heavy metal surveyed. Yay. Need 5 more. Yeah, like how there's some mandatory Victor may be Boy Scout, but it comes to morality. Yeah. There's what the fandom likes to call mandatory Paragon / Renegade choices. One of the most famous mandatory Paragon choices is during Tally's loyalty mission, always hug Tally. Also for Mass Effect 2 for Overwatch, or Overlord DLC. Always send David to the Grayson Academy. Or Grayson Academy. Yeah, Victor. Mandatory Renegade choices would be, like, again, Mass Effect 2 and Garrus's loyalty or recruitment mission. Always take the Renegade interrupt to stick the Batarian gunship mechanic in the back with the electro thing. That way he can't finish fixing the gunship. So when it jumps you, it has no shields. Another one, mandatory Renegade. In this game, Vermeer. Renathanoptis. You have the option of letting her go. If you do that, which is the Paragon thing, she'll eventually go crazy because, lo and behold, she's indoctrinated. And she'll eventually hurt Asari war assets in Mass Effect 3. Or you could take the Renegade response and just say, you know what? You contributed to evil mad scientist bullshit. You're also indoctrinated now by your own admission. Yeah, I'm just going to invoke Spectre Authority and take you out now. In my opinion, that's a mandatory Renegade choice. Come on. Yeah. There we go. A little more.
turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Shut up, Joker. It's not my fault that BioWare put this at the edge of the fucking map. Light metal. Yay, 2 more. Alright, now we're gonna go here.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
All right. Surprise, motherfucker. Alright. Now, since we're gonna go into a fight, let's go ahead and save.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Alright, well. For you, and then dampening. Oh shit. Out of my way! Can't see. Rex. Rex. Let's lift you up. Sniper. There's probably a sniper upstairs. without my analog sticks. There's the sniper. Yep. Like, I know the mouse makes it easier to shoot and aim, but the keyboard does it's not intuitive for moving. I hate it so much. Alright. We'll come back up here because the armor is upstairs, but I wanted to loot downstairs first. If we can even get in there. Yep, we can. Okay. Medical kit. All right. Upgrade kit, take that. Take that. Alright, what's Rex's? Okay, he's got a Savant. Give him a Savant 9. That's mine. Savant X, okay. Okay.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
Well, that's great, Rex.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Rex touches his grandfather's armor. His expression thoughtful, perhaps? Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. Alright. Return to Normandy. Now that his loyalty mission's done, let's go see if he wants to have a little chit-chat. We also need to replenish our grenades. Actually, let's talk with the others too. Keaton, you got anything interesting to say?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Oh, that's good.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
You alright?
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
He's still around?
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
We couldn't do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Experts?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Canadics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Alright, well, I'm sure they meant well.
I'm sure Canadics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did they ever bust the guy?
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Alright. Well, see you later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I guess we could try talking to Liara and hope that I don't pick a romantic line.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander.
Oh, I haven't talked with her at all.
If you hadn't shown up,
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Well, a resident moderate xenophobe, Ash, doesn't seem to have a problem with you on the ship, per se. She seems more worried about Vicarian and Rex, despite the fact that there's a quarry in engineering who's taking in-depth notes of all of our stuff. I'm sure that won't have a problem. Anyway.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
As we'll later learn, the Asari tend to throw other species at problems. Like when the Rack Knife first started to become a problem, they had the Solarians throw the Krogan at it. When the Krogan became a problem, they threw the Turians at it. And now, with Saren being a problem, they're throwing humans at it.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
They may be quote-unquote monogendered, but because each Asari is capable of carrying a child to term and then giving birth, for sexually dimorphic species, the closest analogous would be female, so, you know. How's that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term. Not as you
Biologically
understand
speaking,
it.
of course.
Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
So basically, Asari can choose to get pregnant, but what they need is another partner to act as like a catalyst. Because basically, Asari are capable of like parthenogenesis or something, asexual reproduction, but this one's unique where they do need a spark, more or less, and that's what the other partner is for. But since it's all mental, they technically don't need a physical union.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
No, what about the age difference?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
What about your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I think the main reason why Asari tend to favor outside the species, or interspecies, unions rather than quote-unquote pure blood. We'll find it out in Mass Effect 2 from Samara, but the likelihood of the offspring becoming an Ardat Yakshi, aka like an energy vampire sort of thing, is a lot more common from Asari unions rather than interspecies ones. So that's probably the reason. They just don't say it. Because they don't want to admit that the Asari have a genetic defect that turns their people into sexual vampires. check Garrus, see how he's doing.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Very good.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
I think there was supposed to be
I wanted to
more to the dialogue.
He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that.
Let's try this one.
I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC.
There we go.
I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Alright, let's... Safe. Because I don't want to start a romance dialogue with Ash. Even if I do, though, I'm not entirely worried about it going anywhere because she's not gonna survive for Meyer.
Commander?
Give me down.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Shepard.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
So?
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
That's your reason?
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero.
Not yet.
Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
Sometimes.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
You like it then?
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Well, okay.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
Alright, well.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I don't think Tally's got anything. I'm not gonna have her launch into exposition, because... God, that will take forever.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
I hope so.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
Oh, very important part.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Telly.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
So, it doesn't really make too much sense with a renegade Shep, but a Paragon one, yeah, it totally makes sense as to why Tally would basically develop a crush on us in Mass Effect 1. As we'll later learn, she's very big into the idea of rescue romance, which is basically what happened. It's just the canon reason why you can't romance her in Mass Effect 1 is while she does hold feelings for Bro Shep, she was too scared to say anything about it because she didn't think you'd feel the same way. And then BioWare's like, wait, you guys want to romance the Quarian? Tally? I mean, she was a side character, more or less. No, people like the adorkable. Yes, you morons! Okay, we're not going here to Pharos yet, but we are going to take care of this anomaly here. They're also surprised why we would want to romance Garrus.
Patching it through.
It's like,
Norman,
Garrus is great.
Command.
He's cool.
We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta cluster.
It's like, oh, well,
One of our surveillance
romancing
drones was
too.
gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
But what I really like about the Garrus romance is that it doesn't start like a normal one would, in the fact that, you know, like physical attraction and all that stuff, that came later. What it started out as was FemShep desperately needing someone she could trust. And at the time, the only one she could really trust was Garrus. Because you might not have picked up Tally yet. Granted, she had Joker and Chakwas, but Chakwas is like a mama, so that ain't happening. And Joker never really felt like a romantic option to begin with. Because, let's be honest, Shep would probably break Joker. You know, brittle bones and all. And the one other person that she probably might have been able to have somewhat romantic feelings for, well, two of one, Caden, would have essentially disowned her in Horizon, calling her a traitor. The other one, as she was with Liara, doesn't or wants to keep her at arm's length because she's too busy hunting the Shadow Broker. So, at the point that the Garrus romance could start, the earliest point, there's not really any other options where for Shep to really trust anybody. So she shoots her shot with Garrus because he's the one she can trust. And that's how the relationship builds. And in Mass Effect 3, while the galaxy clings to Shepard as their rock, she clings to Garrus. Alright. Elitania. Warning, level 1 toxic hazard. Elitania appears to be a world entirely suited for colonization. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen, and possesses a thick oxygenated atmosphere, but the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by the non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environmental suits or replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes where the symbiotes range or above the symbiotes range, or in areas where favorable winds keep the air clear. Celsius. I know BioWare is Canadian, but could it kill them to include metric to freedom units? Okay, so 13 degrees Celsius is 55.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That is cold. Alright, let's take Tally. And we'll bring Ash. Okay, so theoretically there shouldn't be any fighting, but there will be. Thankfully no Threshers. Alright, so we've got an anomaly here, which will key into the trinket that the consort Shira gave us. Then we gotta go here for a palladium deposit. Then we'll go here for a gold deposit. We'll check the down recon probe. Head up to the... No, we'll do the debris first, then the gold, then that. And then where we need to go is about here. Now, there's going to be pyjacks. How we deal with the pyjacks will determine Paragon Renegade score. If we don't hurt any pyjacks before we get the thingy, then we get Paragon points. Kill one pyjack. Even by accident, you get Renegade. But not. So I might kill a pyjack just because they're pyjacks. I don't care. They're vermin. What is Ash equipped with? Okay, I just want to make sure she's not equipped with any Spectre level stuff. Okay, good. She's not. Good. Why do you care if she's equipped with Spectre level stuff? Well, let's just say that the decision I'm going to make at Vermeer will basically mean that whatever she's currently carrying, I will lose forever. What does that mean? That means I didn't install the Vermeer's Savior mod, so somebody's dying, and well, it's gonna be the expendable one. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, it's only level 1 hazard. Our suit will take care of it. Good. Prothean Ruin. Mysterious globe. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of your skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life, the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights, and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. Its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the back of the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Elitania, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you, undamaged, and your companion standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There's a flash of light and you just toppled over, Tally explains. Are you okay, Shepard? Ash asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you've seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter, captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you'll probably never solve. Forget about it. Alright, that was a colossal waste of time. I don't even think we got a Prothean data disk out of it. Although we did get experience. So at least we got something. Damn it! Why do they hide shit in the worst terrain possible? With a car that has such janky physics. Say what you will, but driving the Nomad is actually easier than the Mako. The Mako can just tank a hit and give it back. Because it has a fucking gun. After this mission's done, we'll go ahead and call it a stream. No, don't go down that way. Don't go down that way. No, fuck. Lost module. Alliance commands Investigator cover. Data module used to gather intel on Geth movements in the Attic and Beta cluster. It's likely the Geth are also after the data module. Okay, so 2 of each. Nice. Just 1 more there, 2 more there, 4 more medallions, and 4 more rifles. Gotcha. Okay, well. There's some dead monkeys. Hijacks, whatever you want to call them.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
Monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Alright, well, the data module is actually going to be in this colony. They're like, look at all these colonies it could be in. But it's always in this one. Because it's the only one that's actually in a structure, so the second part of the mission can happen.
That was a little extreme, wasn't it?
Oops.
Personally, I would have just thrown a rock at him.
Well, in for penny, in for a pound. Go ahead and track the data module. Gonna save. This looks suspiciously like a combat arena. I wonder why. I'm sure we won't have to fight anything here. Doesn't have the module. Doesn't have the module. Alright, well, let's check the other one. It's always in the second one you go to.
It's a miracle the data module's still intact. Joker can transmit this info to Alliance Command.
Alright, well. Fight time! Alright, now we can return to Normandy. Alright, well, let's see. That's gonna be all the time we've got for today. Gonna go ahead and save the game. We are going to be going back to a regularly scheduled stream program starting tomorrow. Well, the schedule is already posted on the Discord. I can probably pin it though. There you go. So tomorrow we're going to be doing Final Fantasy X. I believe we're still on Mount Gagazet. We're right before a major boss fight. So that'll be fun. Then Wednesday, Floof and I will continue Remnant 2, the first DLC. Thursday, we're going to finish up the Ace Combat 7 Carrier Run. Friday in Mass Effect Andromeda, we're going to keep tracking down PB's loyalty mission, because she's the only one left. And then we'll also hunt down the Know Your Enemy side quest. Saturday will be Halo 4. And next week on the Insanity of Victor Shepard, we're going to do Tally's loyalty mission. The Armstrong Cluster. 5 planets, all infested with Geth. And then after that, we'll be ready to start doing story missions. Namely, we'll start with Novaria, then we'll do its relative side quest afterwards in the Styx Theta. Then we'll go to Pharos, and then do its stuff in the Maroon Sea afterwards. Then we'll do Bring Down the Sky. Then it'll be time for Vermeer, Ilos in the Battle of the Citadel. So we've almost got all the side quest stuff out of the way. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And thank you for bearing with me on the extremely abbreviated stream schedule this week. Yeah, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.